Sunday afternoon, about time to go home. I didn't get as much done as I'd hoped this weekend. Ended up spending Saturday working with my brother-in-law, putting in a little mini split heat pump for his home and getting him a little heat going. And so this weekend I didn't get a whole lot done. I did manage to get in here. I got kind of stymied. The wheel locks, I got it up on jack stands. It's got wheel locks. I got to figure that out and get me a wheel lock key. I may have it at the house. The guy may have gave it to me. Got the wiring harness kind of pretty much ready to come out, and I got to figure out how to get the little bulkhead rubber boot out and get that the rest of it kind of fished up through the underneath the dash there. I got to figure that out, and I think I'm going to have to take the dash out. I'm not sure. I have to figure that out. But I got in here. I managed to salvage. I got a nice intercooler, hoping I can get that reused. A couple other parts. There's a kind of got to noticing. I bet that's a MSD, either a MSD ignition box or maybe a timing retard module, something like that. Maybe I can resell that. Also got to digging out the trunk here. There's a lot of extra parts in the trunk. I got a little nice little small block Ford MSD Pro Billet distributor. Got the boot for the turbo. Got all the parts and pieces kind of pulled out. Also found a nice looking snake skin there, and that's kind of always nice to be digging around. They got the plumbing out from under the car. I'm not uber familiar with the parts and pieces for a turbo or supercharger. I believe that's a wastegate, and that's a bypass or a pop-off, blow-off valve. And I'm guessing I'll be able to sell those, maybe if they're worth anything. Got the, I managed to get the sway bar out from under and start making kind of headway on pulling the car apart. Managed to find I got the nice cross member there, transmission cross member. There's a leftover turbo from the engine they had in it. I think maybe it's a China Bomb turbo. I'll have to figure it out. There's an alternator there. Not sure if I can use any of this, but yeah, you never know. Maybe I can either use it or sell it or something. So I got into it and got a little bit of work done, even though I didn't have a whole lot of time this weekend. So next weekend when I'm up, I really hope I'll be able to get the K-member out from under it. I'm really excited about getting my my other K-member in. I'll have to figure out the wheel lugs there and get them popped off. Figure out how to get the springs out from under this thing. I got a little bit of homework to study on this week and get ready to go. So other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. And, it's how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So we'll get it done. And, one thing I did get to notice, and I don't know that I'll be able to see it. I think it's going to be too dark in there to see. Let me grab this. Grab my light. So I was noticing that the wiring harness, see that it says, you can see that it says, let me get that out of the way, FRPP1. I don't know, what does that mean? Ford Racing Performance Package or something. I think it's a factory looking harness. So, and it's a SVO car, so it's not the original harness to go in the car. I was really hoping that would be here. And that's kind of the problem with the car is, let me get you under here, is if you can see, it looks like they butchered the transmission tunnel. And so it's a SVO car, and it'd be nice to go back as a stock SVO, but there's a lot of stuff really missing from the car to make it all original. So, you spend, I think either way, I'm probably going to spend the same amount of money. And so I thought, why not go with the 2.0 Ecoboost? make a little more power, have a car that's maybe a little more reliable and a little more fun to drive. So we'll see. Fingers crossed that it works out. All right, y'all have a good week.